Hope all is well. This is Everyday Beans. This is Oki. So, what we have in front of us, another dripper, right? Another coffee dripper. Why do we need? I mean, truthfully, if you already have a Harvey V60, if you already have a flatbed brewer, and you're into pour overs, you don't need this if you don't already have it. However, I will tell you, I didn't want to like this brewer just because I already have so many brewers. As you already know, you probably already have them. This brewer right here, it's $30. What can you do with it? What's so special about it? I think one of the things that's extremely special about this brewer is that it's extremely fast. I know I don't talk about fast brewers as much. What's the big thing about them and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, this is its superpower. See how open that is? Water just rushes out. Just literally just rushes out. And as it rushes out, you're done with your coffee. You may taste a little bit more clarity, more sweetness and whatnot. Again, probably a story for another day. The benefits of a flatbed versus a cone-shaped filter, whatever. It doesn't really matter. But the cool thing about this brewer is that it's fast. I've been liking my darker roast with this brewer in particular. To me, this is probably the fastest brewer that you can get. You can get different filters for it. You can use a regular Kalita Wave filter. You can use an April Brewer filter. Here's the April Brewer right here. This is the one I got in Copenhagen many years ago. Okay, look how big that hole is. That hole is not that big. Look at this. See that? It's night and day difference. So if you're putting the exact same filter on these brewers, this one's still going to be faster. It's going to be faster just by the way it looks down here. But like I said, I didn't want to like this brewer, but I really do enjoy it. I think some of the drawbacks are very critical here. One, I guess, is $30. You can probably get a cheaper brewer, another flatbed brewer for that amount. But for some odd reason, I don't know why flatbed brewers are actually kind of more expensive than what they should be to me. Whatever. It is what it is. This is some type of silicon type of mold that they have. So $30. That's how much it is to get in the ball game with this brewer in particular. Other drawback is that look at this right here. You see the circular parameter of this brewer? It's not very deep. This one, as you see with the April brewer, you can see that it still sticks out quite a bit. If that makes any sense, if you can kind of see it that way from the overhead camera. So that matters because now whenever you are brewing and you have a vessel, you can essentially put it on top, right? This, you can essentially put it on top, but it's not perfect, right? This handle's cute. I like it because I can actually hang it because I have so many brewers and it's easier to hang things, right? But this is not that big, so you have to be careful, mindful if you put it on a mug, different types of mugs, different type of servers and all that stuff when you're actually using this particular brewer. At first, I thought this was a con. It kind of is, but if you don't make a crazy amount of coffee for a pour over, then you're probably okay. This brewer right here is very narrow. So this is a Kalita Wave paper. It fits fine, it's snuggled in there. If you use the April brewer, it's like $50, $60, which is kind of crazy, but whatever. You see how it spans out a little bit. So it gives you more room for your coffee in your bed. So here's a April brewer paper. Yep, so this right here is a little bit bigger. The base, the flatbed is a little bit bigger. So it fits perfectly fine. So we're gonna put this, it fits still, no problem, okay? But it's tight fit. So I would say the most coffee that you will probably feel comfortable putting in this brewer is about 25 to 30 grams of coffee. And like I said, it just rushes out. I'll do a demonstration of it using the fast filter. It's not a bad brewer, it works really well. There are some gripes here and there that some people may have of it, but for the most part, I like it a lot because it works really well. But like I said, you have to be more mindful of where you put it, how you put it. And it kind of like goes to the side a little bit depending on the vessel that you actually put it on top of. So let's brew a cup of coffee and we're gonna go from there. We're gonna be doing a 5.5 on the Fellow O2 standard birds, just so you can see what middle of the ground works for this particular brewer, okay? Let's go ahead and do like 12, 13 grams. Look at that. See how fast that is? We're going to share it with coffee. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's how much surface area the water has to like go through. Shit. Whatever. You get what I'm doing. I'm glad this has happened because things are not always perfect. So let's tear this out. Takes no time to get through the bed, about 12, 13 grams. So we're gonna take this up to like 120 and then finish it off to 200. See how fast that is? Look at that. Almost done. Let's take it to 200. Over a minute in right now. Let it drip, drip, drip. A minute and 30 seconds, literally. Still dripping, but it's done. Less than 2 minutes. Way less than 2 minutes. Okay. So, who's this brewer for? If you have a brewer already, flatbed, cone shape, if you want to see the difference between them and you already have both of those, you don't need this brewer. It's significantly faster if you're on this whole fast brew thing and you want it to be significantly faster than all the other brewers out there. Go ahead, knock yourself out. I think it's really good for that particular application. Do realize that about 30 grams of coffee, that's the limit. But most people who do pour overs, especially if they're doing it for other people or with other people, they're probably not going to brew more than 30 grams of coffee. Works. It's delicious. It's a brewer, right? Put water in and it comes out. Like I said, it's a lot faster. If you're on the fence of which brewer to go with, this is probably the one for you. Do know that you can get the Kalita Wave filters that are a lot cheaper, but do realize that it's going to be still slower compared to an April Brewer filter and all the other filters. I think they do have faster filters than an April Brewer, but whatever. If you're into that, go for it. These are going to be slower, but it's still going to be a lot faster because of what you're dealing with right here, because of all the surface area that the water actually has to exit out. Like I said, I didn't want to like this brewer. I thought we already have so many brewers. All brewers kind of really do more so the same thing. They take in water and all that stuff. And then as it takes in water, you can go about drinking it the way that you want to for whatever reason that you're trying to get out of the coffee, right? But in this case, it works. I like it a lot. I gravitate to it many times. The past couple of months, I've grown to like it so much more than I thought that I would. So if you're missing a if you're missing a flatbed brewer, you don't have it in your arsenal right now, I would say this is a lot better than a Kalita Wave just because the way that it brews a lot faster if you're into that. If you want to brew slower, you can. You can use regular filters and just slow down your actual brew. This is the dripper. If I didn't say it in the beginning, I probably didn't say it in the beginning, but whatever. This is the dripper right here from Verve Coffee Roasters, and it works. So if you want to get it, get it. If you don't, you don't have to. That's me, Oak Everyday Beans, signing off, just giving you a real world test of using this brewer for X amount of months, rather than you just getting my first impression, which I did that video a while back ago. This is just a follow-up, and this is really what I've actually gone through with this particular brewer. This is OK Everyday Beans signing off. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.